I'm just going to explain to you the breakdown on how the incentive program works, how this thing works for you. Okay. Now you're telling me that your bill is averaging $350, $400 a month. Usually.
Correct.
So I want to use a lower figure, Robert, so that when the savings come in, I want them to be higher for you than what I actually project. So I'm going to bring that figure down from $350 to $400 down to $300 a month electric bill. Okay. And even though you've got 5 kids, I'm only going to estimate a savings of 40% because, again, I want these figures to be low compared to what your actual savings are.
Mm-hmm.
So 40% of your $300 a month electric bill is $120 a month, or it's $1,440 a year.
Okay.
That's the amount of money we're talking about saving based on only 40% and a lower bill of $300. Okay.
Okay.
The retail price of the system is $14,995.
Okay.
That's $14,995.
And you're gonna show me how I can do this without no out of pocket?
Now, remember, Robert, when I came in, I told you that if you qualify for the program, not only would we save you a lot of money on your electric bill, but it wouldn't cost you any money out of your pocket.
Okay.
Right? So I'm going to put this 0 down here at the bottom of the page. 0. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now I've got to be able to get you from $14,995 down here to 0 without making you mad at me and having you kick me out of your house, right?
All right.
I'm not going to insult your intelligence. So here's how it works. First of all, the manufacturer has got a $1,000 manufacturer's rebate, and that thing's going to be into effect for at least probably another 90 days. They're doing it as a promotion, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that would bring the program down to $13,995, okay? Because you get credit for that immediately. The next person that's going to help is the utility company. You're out here with Hilco. Hilco's rebate is $500, okay? So we're going to take that and give you credit for that, and that brings it down to $13,495, right?
Okay.
You follow me?
Following you.
Now, the third person that's going to help you is the federal government because they're going to give you a tax credit. And the tax credit is going to be 30% of the price. So if we take $14,995 times 0.30%, that means the federal government is going to give you a tax credit of $4,498.50. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me explain to you how this tax credit works, Robert. Where you're working at, they're taking money out of your check every week for taxes, right?
Right.
And your wife, Mrs. Smith, you do the same thing. You're working, they're taking your taxes out, right? So at the end of the year, you guys file for a refund, right? And give me an example, and you don't have to be exact, but Robert, what was your refund this year?
$6,000.
You got $6,000, okay? You do realize you paid in a lot more than $6,000,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay. So here's what's going to happen. If your taxes are exactly the same next year as they are this year, next year you're going to get that same $6,000 that you would normally get, plus you're going to get an additional $4,498.50.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And the reason you're getting that is to encourage you to go solar. Okay?
Okay.
Now, they make it sound like they're giving you the money to do
Okay.
it. But actually, Robert, what they're doing is they're giving you back your own money to encourage you to go renewable energy and help the grid.
Gotcha.
Okay? So this is on here. Now, if I subtract all of these figures, if I take the $14,995 minus the $1,000, that leaves you $13,995.
Okay.
Minus the $500 from the electric company. That leaves you $13,495.
I got it.
Minus the $4,498.50. That brings it down to this figure. Okay.
I got it.
That leaves a balance of $89.96.50.
Okay.
Okay. Now here's how this works, Robert. It's real simple. Okay. This is the retail price of the unit. The first person to help you is the manufacturer. They're going to allow you a $1,000 rebate to go towards your down payment or payment on it. The electric company, we won't get this money for probably 2 months, but we give you credit for it immediately. So you subtract it, it brings it down to that. Now this federal tax credit, you're not going to get that for 1 year. So we put that over here in a little box and let it set until April 30th at the latest of next year. And it just sits there. You don't make any payments on it. There's no interest on it. But when you get your tax back and you get your energy credit, You take that and you mail that into the company, to the manufacturer.
Okay.
You follow me how that works?
I follow
okay?
you.
But that still gives you a balance of $89.96.50, right? Okay. The manufacturer has designed this program so that anybody can participate in on it if they want to, because they allow you to take care of that $89.96, and the payments are $71.97 a month. Okay. Which, quite frankly, we feel like is way more than fair.
What time frame am I paying that out over?
This,
I'm paying that out over what kind of time frame?
probably for the rest of your life, Robert.
Okay.
Okay, but just until you get this, until you get the amount taken care of. But what most people do, I mean, be serious. If we're saving you $120 a month, right? Okay, and your payment's only $71 or $72 a month. Most people send in more. They send in their savings because they want to get this amount eliminated sooner. Sooner you get it taken care of, the better. But the bottom line is, I've taken you from here to zero out of your pocket. Not only zero out of your pocket, but 120 minus 71.97 equals, not only am I not taking any money out of your pocket, but I'm putting $48 a month into your pocket that you wouldn't have otherwise.
Okay.
Now, Robert, you're a blessed man. I see your house here. You both have nice jobs, and this is no problem for you. But believe me, there are families that I can throw a rock from your house and hit their house. They're in the same situation you are, same members of the family. Both people are working, but they're barely getting by. They don't have anything left over, They're looking for a part-time job. The manufacturer designed this program so that anybody that wants it can afford to take advantage of it and lower their output to the utility company. Does that make sense to you?
It does make sense.
Quite frankly, we feel like it's way more than fair. What do you think?
I think it's fair, Bob.
Okay. Well, Robert, what I'm going to do is I need to go outside and look at the outside of the house, and I never get involved in decision making, okay? I've appreciated you having me into your home. I'm glad I had an opportunity to explain this to you. But while I'm outside, I want you and your wife to talk about this, okay? Go over these figures. If you have any questions when I come back, I'll answer them. But make sure you go over everything, you understand it. And when I come back in, if this feels good and you feel good in the heart about it, you think, man, this is something you want to take advantage of, let me know and I'll take an application for you and write a report and get this thing approved. But if for any reason at all, Robert, you don't feel comfortable and you want to pass this up, you're not going to make me mad. I'm not going to get a stiff upper lip and be upset and go storming out of your house. As a matter of fact, I've really enjoyed my visit.
Okay.
But before I go outside, do you have any questions you want to ask me about this?
No, I think you pretty much covered it, Bob.
Okay, well, you guys look at that and give me a little bit of time, and I've got to go outside and take my compass and figure out the best place to locate everything.
I got you.
Enjoy it.